Hi, I'm David from TopTunes.rocks. We're here with another podcast, but tonight we're going to step away from the small business spotlight. And we're going to have a conversation with Sean Denlinger, who's with Nova Home Loans, and we're going to talk about home loans, and we're also going to talk about a big event affiliated with Nova Home Loans. And with that, I'm going to trade over the platform to you, Sean.
Awesome. Once again, I'm Sean Denlinger with Nova Home Loans. I work with my wife, Tiffany Denlinger, at Nova Home Loans, and we run a team there. I recently got the title of Senior Loan Officer Vice President, which is awesome.
Congrats, man.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're kicking butt over there. We're helping a lot of people. But getting away from small business, Nova Home Loans, we might not be a small business, but we started out a small business. Nova Home Loans is the only loan company, a mortgage company, you would call it, in Tucson that's actually homegrown. Started here. President lives here, CEO lives here, our corporate office is here. So we're somewhat of a small business, although we do more than 50% more business than our next competitor. So we definitely kind of rule the market in Tucson when it comes to mortgage. But we treat our people like they're our neighbors, because in reality, you are our neighbors. So we want to make sure that, I got to do a good loan for Dan, because Dan has friends, family, people who live here that I might also be friends, family with, and then I want to get those referrals and make sure that we're not just kind of turning and burning people, that we're really treating them like clients and making sure they get good loan, good service, and the best we can give them. So the big event, Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl. Fantastic event. I want to say, I wish I had these facts 100% correct. I want to say it's the third, but it could be the fourth year. Each year it gets a little bigger.
Yeah.
So this year, hold on, I took some notes. It's the Wyoming Cowboys and the Georgia State Panthers. They're the ones that are going to be battling it out. So I have to admit, every time I go to one of these games, I never watch the game. It's kind of a big party, right? So you go, Tucson's there. People come from other states. We'll probably get some people from Wyoming and Georgia State. And
New Year's Eve, right?
Yeah, it's New Year's Eve. It's New Year's Eve. Sorry, I should have mentioned the date. But it's New Year's Eve, and they're going to have a big New Year's Eve party. So before the game, they're going to have a ton of tailgating, bands, tents, food, normal stuff, but bigger. And then they're going to have the game. Yeah. And after the game, there's going to be a huge New Year's Eve party, and that is on Congress and 5th Street. There's going to be ice skating rink. I think a lot of people have heard of that. That's going to be part of our thing. A bunch of live bands, a kid zone. I guess there's going to be the biggest piñata in Arizona. I don't know what that means or how big that's going to be, but I'm excited to see what that is.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Like, is it really full of candy or
whatever? Oh, shoot. I have no idea what it's full of, man, but they just said that you're going to have the biggest piñata in Arizona, so we're going to have it.
Yeah.
There's going to be some food trucks for food, and then I don't think it's the first time they've done this, but they're going to do that taco drop.
Okay.
Right, like the
instead of the ball.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a taco.
Yeah, they do a taco drop in front of Congress, and then afterward a bunch of fireworks and things like that. So it's gonna be I believe it's from 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. Ton of stuff.
6 p.m. to 1 a.m. And to the viewers, for the video podcast part of this, I haven't introduced who put this together tonight. And you're probably wondering, Filthy Pirate Coffee's in the background. Filthy Pirate Coffee put this podcast together tonight, and I have Dan Spencer here with Filthy Pirate Coffee. Just want to introduce you. I want to ask you, are you going to be at this game?
So Sean was going to get me tickets, and unfortunately I'm going to be on vacation, so I won't be able to. And then we also got asked to be a vendor for coffee there, so we had to turn that down this year. But next year, one way or the other, I'll be at the game. I'm pretty sure. Next year we won't be gone on New Year's Eve, but some cool stuff happened this week. We hooked up with two companies here locally. One is Right On Optics. So Right On Optics is a growing, tactical scope binoculars type company here locally. They're booming pretty good, and we were thrilled that they asked us to help provide the coffee for the 2020 SHOT Show in Vegas. Big event, huge event. So we're going to have our coffee up there with those folks while they do their thing and showcase all their new products that they got up there. So that was pretty cool. They're really good people. So if you're in the market for a new optic for your weapon or binoculars or hunting gear, go check them out. They're pretty awesome. Good people. Next is Amazing Discoveries. Reached out to us. They really liked our coffee, as like Sean said, hey, this coffee's amazing. We should really spread the word about it. they also said, well, you know what, let's go ahead and put up a kiosk in our 4 stores, one in Tucson,
Nice.
one in Casa Grande, one in Gilbert, and the other one's in Glendale. So we are now at inside of a store. You can pick up our coffee online at our events. You can text me, or you can just drive up to Amazing Discoveries at 2410 East Broadway and check out their gaming store, as well as pick up some coffee.
Okay, so we talked about you being everywhere.
Yeah.
Last time we were here, and you have succeeded in being in more places.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm doing it. Yeah, it's just
incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. We're having a good time. I think that's when you love it, when you're having a good time and you love what you do and the people you're surrounded with.
Yeah.
Those early mornings and late nights, as other business guys, it's worth it. You don't even think twice about it. So we're surrounded by good people and we're having a good time.
Dan always asks me, or always tells me, thanks so much for your support. And it's like, I'm not just supporting you because you're local, dude. I mean, I love that you're local.
Yeah.
But I truly enjoy the product, because if I would have tasted it and it was no good, I would have been like, oh, cool, adios.
Cool story,
but no, it wasn't that. It was a fantastic product. You can tell the passion that they put into the product, and that they're so passionate about it. It kind of just rubs off, and I thought it was awesome. So then I jumped in to see how much we can support as much as we possibly can. Obviously, Dan's doing all the heavy lifting. I can't believe this guy has also a full-time job.
Yeah.
You would think that there's multiple Dans, like he cloned himself.
Yeah, because I call him, hey man, I'm out of coffee. He's like, okay, I could bring it to you at this time. And I'm like, now I can say, well, I don't need to bother you, man. I'm gonna go pick it up from the shop.
Yeah,
which would be fantastic. Yeah.
Sean and Tiff were at our first event ever. We got asked to be at the Oasis 80s Rock Party last summer, and Sean rolled through our stuff, and I think obviously right away we connected, and he reached out to me right afterwards and said, look, man, I got some ideas for you. And his office is actually the first commercial contract that we had for coffee. So being connected to Nova Home Loans and that group, that's pretty special too. I mean, again, another local big company, and they take care of each other. So it's a really big deal. So New Year's Eve, get out to the game, support it, check out what's going on in the events downtown, get downtown, buy local, stay local.
Right.
Yeah.
It's important. One thing I did want to mention that I forgot to mention about the Arizona Bowl. So there's going to be, I don't know exactly how they're going to do it, but there's 3 local charities that people that go to the game are going to have the opportunity to text which charity is their favorite charity. Whichever charity wins is going to get presented a $25,000 check.
Whoa.
Wow.
Right. So that's fantastic. So I happen to be on the board of directors for Youth on Their Own.
Okay.
And if Youth on Their Own wins, they've actually selected me to go collect that check. So that's really awesome. I'm excited for that. I hope they don't want me to talk in front of that many people, because I'm going to be a little nervous.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine, man.
But we'll see. We'll see. So I'm excited for that. But what I did want to mention is, so Youth on Their Own, if you don't know what that is, Youth on Their Own, otherwise known as YODO, is a local foundation. It's just in Tucson. We kind of want to expand when we can, but we've kind of got a smaller facility now. We're looking at bigger facilities. We service 2,050 plus kids in Tucson alone.
Wow.
So, when we were thinking about Tucson's homeless youth, these kids aren't particularly all living on the streets. They're couch hopping. They're living with a friend, with a teacher. They've got some really unique and sometimes scary stories, tear jerkers, that these just happen to our kids as young as 13 years old, probably some younger, but we typically start helping out about junior high. So we provide stipend, meaning we give them, I want to say it's $125, $150 a week. We give them just regular hygiene supplies. When our kids are sad that they broke the screen on their phone, they're sitting next to a kid from Youth on Their Own that doesn't have a toothbrush. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So these are the kids that we're here to protect. We don't have any federal funding for Youth on Their Own, so we can depend on our community. We do pretty well, and we take care of these kids. But so this win would be fantastic for us to win that $25,000, because we could actually use that money towards these kids that need it, and maybe even getting a bigger facility to help more kids. I don't want to say we're capped. We're still taking in kids, but we're getting spread thin. because we only have so many people to help these kids, so we need to get a bigger facility, hire more people, and just do more for these kids that really need the help of Youth on Their Own. So your vote on New Year's Eve for Youth on Their Own, I believe they're going to have it be a text thing, texted in, would be fantastic. Some of the other players are going to be the Boys and Girls Club, fantastic foundation. We love them. If they win, that's great. Any way we can help the kids is good. But they also they do get some extra funding. Things are a little more well known. So we wouldn't be sad if they did win, but we really hope to win at Youth on Their Own.
It's very admirable what that organization and you do. I work firsthand with the youth at my day gig, and if you wanted to take time out of your day to see the statistics in regards to youth homelessness, you would be shocked. And we really appreciate, TopStudents.rocks really appreciates when somebody's doing that for the community, because we're super community based and we take care of our community as well. So we're going to move on to something else for the rest of the night. The podcast is coming to an end, and we really want to thank you for being here, Sean. It was cool.
Thank you, Sean.
Spending time with you, and you as well, Dan. Always, Filthy Pirate is delicious. I've got it in my cup again.
Cheers.
You don't need anything. You don't need to put anything in it. It's delicious, right?
Needed.
Yeah.
Right.
Just drink it.
Filthypirate.org.
Yeah, filthypirate.org, and of course TopTunes.rocks as well. Visit our website. You can catch the podcast there on YouTube as well. Thank you for your time today, and we appreciate everything you do and your views.